Hi, hello, namaste all. Today I'm going to discuss about the insurance claims, which is one of the most important and most easiest concept in the accounting for service organizations. So don't wait, let us start the topic. Insurance claims. In any kind of business organizations, insurance will be done to be protected by ourselves from the unexpected loss. So, after doing the insurance, if at all there happens any loss or any destroy, then we have to claim that particular asset. A fire in a business place destroys many number of assets. Either they may be buildings, or they may be the machinery, or they may be the furniture that is existing in the business, or the stock, etc. So, in the business unit, if the fire insurance policy is taken, it will be taken particularly to compensate the loss that is happening from the stock and also the other assets. So, a fire insurance claim will be lodged with the insurance company whenever there occurs the loss of stock and as other assets, particularly by fire. Here, it is also very easy to lodge the claim for loss of all assets except stock in trade. Why? Because books of account maintain accounts of such assets except stock in trade. So, to lodge the claim for the loss of stock by fire, the value of stock in trade on the date of fire has to be estimated. So, to lodge the claim for the loss of stock by fire, what we have to do? We have to identify or we have to estimate the value of stock in trade on the date of fire. So, to calculate the value of stock in trade on the date of fire, there are a lot of points to be considered. Various points have to be undertaken. So next, let us see what are the points that are necessary to be undertaken. So various points to be undertaken. The first and the most important step is the calculation of percentage of gross profit. It is one of the most important point also while claiming the insurance claims. So the percentage of gross profit on sales so that we can identify the cost of goods that are sold during the year. A fair may be ascertained. So in the absence of any special circumstances, the percentage of gross profit on sales that is earned in the last year has to be applied to the current year. So in the trading year, last year may be referred to determine the gross profit of last year. There are some formulas for us to determine the gross profit. They are gross profit is equals to net sales, gross profit divided by net sales into 100. So while calculating the gross profit ratio, the following factors has to be undertaken, should be taken into account. What are they means? If at all, the gross profit must always be calculated on what? Always the gross profit will be calculated on the basis of sales only. So here, if at all, the gross profit is calculated on the basis of sales, the formula is gross profit is equals to rate divided by 100 into sales. If at all the gross profit is to be taken on cost, then what we have to consider? Then the ratio of gross profit is taken is to be converted into sales. The conversion of this gross profit into sales, cost into sales, what we have to do? We have to take gross profit is equals to rate by 100 plus rate into 100. This is the formula. Next, coming to the next step. Step 2 is after calculating the gross profit, we have to estimate the value of stock that is on the date of fire. By calculating the value of stock on the date of fire, when the date of fire has occurred, what we have to do? We have to prepare a memorandum trading account. Memorandum trading account. We have listened the trading account, but not yet we have listened the memorandum trading account. We may be wondering, what is this memorandum of trading account? This is also simply the format of the same trading account. But what is this memorandum of trading account means? Trading account is prepared for the year that is completed already. But memorandum trading account is done for the year that is existing or running. Okay. So the same format of trading account applies to the memorandum trading account also. So what is the format of trading account generally? On the debit side, we get opening stock, purchases, direct expenses. And on the credit side, we get sales. Based upon the sales, we will calculate the gross profit. And whatever the closing stock will come, that will be on the credit side, that will be almost the balancing figure. So based upon the memorandum of trading account, what is the main intention for preparation of this memorandum of trading account means to identify the closing stock on the date of fire. Next, in the step 3, what we have to prepare, we have to calculate the value of salvage stock or saved stock. What is the meaning of this salvaged stock or saved stock? After occurring of a fire accident, say suppose something is left over, that will be as a scrap. That is called as the saved stock or salvaged stock. Okay. Next one. In the next step, we have to calculate the value of stock lost by fire as under. So how can we calculate the value of stock lost by fire? Value of stock on the date of fire, whatever the value of stock that is left on the date of fire, from that we have deduct the value of salvaged stock or the value of saved stock. Then what we get? We get the amount of claim that to be loaded to the value of lost stock lost by fire. Up to this, everything is okay. Here for us, there is an average clause in the insurance claims. What is this average clause means? This clause is to discourage the under-insurance of stock or any asset. What is the effect of this clause means? The value of stock or any asset insured on the date of fire, if at all the amount is more than the policy taken, then the full value of the stock destroyed will not be payable by the insurance company. The insurance company only pays a certain amount based upon the policy that is taken by the consumer. So, for example, if the policy is taken for the loss of stock as 1 lakh rupees and the stock in hand on the date of fire is 1,40,000. Out of this 1,40,000, the stock which is destroyed is to be estimated as 70,000. We may think that the insurance policy is taken for the value of 1 lakh rupees. So the estimated stock destroyed is 70,000 only. So we get our total amount of 70,000. But it is wrong. It is wrong. Why? Because the average class is there. According to the average class, the formula is value of stock destroyed into value of insurance policy divided by value of stock on the date of file. Based upon this formula calculation, we have to calculate the amount of claim that we get from the insurance company. So therefore, 70,000 into 1 lakh by 1,40,000, we get 50,000 after calculating the values. So therefore, the insurance claim that will be reduced proportionately to the value of 50,000. How much stock that is destroyed by fire? The stock destroyed by fire is 70,000, but the insurance company will pay only an amount of 50,000. So this is the introduction part of the insurance claims, which is very necessary for us for calculating the problems. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video. For calculating the problems of insurance claims, please watch the insurance claims part 2 video. Okay. Thank you very much.